Santa Clara, California. Playing without starting quarterback Geno Smith, the Seahawks hung tough with one of the NFL's top teams on Sunday, but ultimately a solid first start by Drew Lock wasn't enough on a day the 49ers offense feasted on explosive plays. The end result was a 28-16-49 victory that handed the Seahawks a fourth straight loss, dropping their record to 6-7. This marks the first time since Pete Carroll and John Schneider took over the franchise in 2010 that the Seahawks have lost 4 straight games, and prior to Sunday's loss, they were the only team in the NFL to not suffer a 4-game losing streak in that span. Here are 5 rapid reactions to Sunday's loss at Levi's Stadium. 1. Drew Lock was solid in his first Seahawks start. With Geno Smith inactive due to a groin injury, Drew Lock made his first start as a Seahawk, and did so on the road against one of the NFL's top defenses. And while it wasn't enough for a Seahawks win, there was plenty to like about Lock's performance. Lock led the Seahawks to a touchdown on their first possession of the game, a drive that was capped by a 31-yard touchdown pass to DK Metcalf. Lock went on to lead 2 more scoring drives, and completed 22 of 31 attempts for 269 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, the second of which came as the result of 49ers defensive end Chase Young getting a piece of the ball as Lock tried to hit Metcalf deep. 2. 49ers explosive plays undid a lot of positives for the Seahawks defense. There were quite a few good moments for the Seahawks defensive on Sunday. They forced one of the NFL's best offenses to punt 3 times in the first half, including 2 3-and-outs, and punt 5 times in the game. They sacked Brock Purdy 3 times, and Seattle also had 2 takeaways, a Julian Love interception and a Love forced fumble that was recovered by Riq Woolen. Unfortunately for the Seahawks, those positives were undone by far too many explosive plays for the 49ers, several of which led to touchdowns. That negative trend started for Seattle on the game's first play from scrimmage, with running back Christian McCaffrey breaking free for a 72-yard run that was immediately followed by a touchdown. The 49ers' second touchdown was a 54-yard pass from Brock Purdy to receiver Deebo Samuel, while their third touchdown was set up by a 45-yard reception by receiver Brandon Aiyuk. The 49ers found the end zone for the 4th time on yet another big play, a 45-yard touchdown catch and run by tight end George Kittle. It didn't help matters that the Seahawks were playing without starting cornerback Tre Brown, who was inactive due to a heel injury, then lost cornerback Devon Witherspoon early in the game to a back injury. All of those big plays were more than enough for the 49ers to overcome Seattle's takeaways, as San Francisco was able to pile up 527 yards on offense while averaging 9.9 yards per play. 3. Julian Love had 2 big takeaways.